Hey guys, Loftinger here, as always fiddling around with the customization on Contract Wars. In this video I'll be using the X95 MTAR customized to be both covert and very mobile. I personally think this is the best you can get out of the X95, at least in smaller maps. I can outrun, outdamage pretty much anybody. Before looking at the parts, I just want to mention that I've reset my skill trees, so goodbye to Thermal and Mod 3, and hello to more health and armor. The reason behind this change was because I really no longer play Arcade, Old Sawmill, or Interchange, so instead I wanted to get something that works well in Deathmatch, smaller scaled map, using weapons with faster fire rate. I still have all the basic skills from Assault, Destroyer, and Sniper Tree, you know, those that buffs up the basics accuracy and damage and whatnot, but in addition got the +5 fire rate and the mod alignment parts all the way down to Uzi Pro. So far I've tried Bay 5, Day 7 and Parkside, all of which performed quite nicely, and it's also worth mentioning that it's a rather cheap build with only about 85 SP and 400 GP. Now moving back to the X95, beginning from the muzzle device, I picked the Monster Suppressor from the 3rd tier. This has the lowest negative influence on damage, set at only -8%, and combining that with the Suppressor Alignment perk, it only reduces the damage by 1 point. Keep in mind that this also reduces the gun's accuracy by -5 points, but you'll barely notice a difference thanks to the high fire rate and the fire stabilization. We'll be mounting no tactical device to keep our mobility up and running, but for the optics, since there's no iron sight available for the default X95, we'll be using the battle-proven Micro H1 collimator. While it's not as light as some of the pistol collimators, it still does very little effect to your total weight, and we all know that nothing is better than a clear-cut red dot sight for an accurate headshots. With that said, slap in whatever paint job you want, and your Ripsaw X95 is ready for some action. Few tips to keep in mind: headshot is of course preferred in almost every situation, but close to 100 fire rate and 50 damage really does help to quickly drop opponent, even with the body shots. If you're not too confident about your aim, go for a bigger target. This is what your fast fire rate is for, so use it to your advantage. Also, X95 might have a faster reload compared to other ARs, but against SMGs it's still relatively slow, so make sure to take out your target with 30 bullets you have at your disposal, or get yourself a reliable secondary just in case. If you don't really bother about showing up on the tactical minimap, ditching Suppressor for something else is of course an option. In this case, I've swapped my H1 for Iron Dot and attached Nowitzki's Flash Hider to maintain my damage and penetration value. Options are unlimited. This is what customization is for, so fiddle around with different parts and try to find your best fitting X95 MTAR, although I wouldn't really recommend bringing this to anything larger than Parkside. So this is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and before I forget, thank you all for the awesome support towards my contest video. I won the first prize, and hopefully I can show you guys my only one personal paint job in the future video. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.